The Subaru Forester has long been a favorite for adventure seekers and families alike, offering that signature all-wheel drive capability and versatile design that Subaru is known for. But it's not like it's without drawbacks, as there are actually quite a few weak spots that might be a deal-breaker for potential buyers. Let's break down 6 reasons why it's best not to buy a Subaru Forester. Number 6. Underpowered gas engine. One of the most consistent criticisms of the Forester is its powertrain. The standard 2.5-liter 4-cylinder boxer engine produces around 180 horsepower, numbers that are adequate for daily driving but lack excitement when you need that extra push. Highway passing and steep hill climbs can feel like a chore, with the engine working overtime to deliver the necessary power. What's particularly frustrating for many Subaru enthusiasts is the absence of a turbocharged option in the current lineup. Subaru discontinued the Forester XT turbo model after 2018, leaving performance-minded drivers without an option. This is especially puzzling since Subaru has a perfectly good 2.4-liter turbo engine available in other models like the Outback and Ascent. The modest power also translates to limited towing capacity, just 1,500 pounds in most configurations. While the new model increases this to 3,000 pounds, it's still below what many competitors offer. For comparison, several rivals in the compact SUV segment can tow up to 3,500 pounds right out of the gate. The Forester's engine also has some quirks that take getting used to. The auto start-stop feature, which shuts off the engine at stoplights to save fuel, needs to be manually disabled every time you start the car if you find it annoying. Some owners report that the engine can rev quite high during cold starts, which can be concerning if you're not expecting it. That said, the silver lining is the Forester's reliability. This engine might not win drag races, but its simple design contributes to Subaru's reputation for longevity. For drivers prioritizing dependability over performance, this conservative approach does have its merits. The fuel economy is also decent for an all-wheel drive vehicle, with most drivers reporting real-world figures close to the EPA estimates of 26 city and 33 highway miles per gallon. Number 5. Sound insulation. If you're looking for a whisper-quiet ride, the Forester might leave you disappointed. Road, wind, and engine noise tend to make themselves known in the cabin, particularly at highway speeds. The boxy design, while great for visibility and interior space, creates more wind noise than more aerodynamic competitors. The boxer engine, with its horizontally opposed pistons, is another source of noise. While this design offers advantages for vehicle stability and a lower center of gravity, it does produce a distinct hum that becomes more pronounced during acceleration. Combined with minimal sound insulation compared to rivals, the overall acoustic experience falls short of class leaders. Many owners have noted that competitors like the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4 do a better job of isolating passengers from outside noise. Some Forester drivers have even resorted to aftermarket sound-deadening materials to improve cabin acoustics. To Subaru's credit, the new generation has made some improvements in this area, with additional insulation and refined aerodynamics. However, if you're particularly sensitive to road noise or frequently drive on highways, this remains a factor worth considering during your test drive. Number 4. Infotainment System frustrations. Subaru's Starlink infotainment system has been a persistent pain point for many owners. The system has developed a reputation for being less intuitive and responsive compared to what you'd find in many rival vehicles. Common complaints include laggy performance, occasional freezing, and an interface that feels dated compared to more modern setups. The standard 8-inch touchscreen in most trims is tilted slightly upward, which can lead to significant glare issues in certain lighting conditions. While the new model introduces a larger 11.6-inch vertical display on higher trims, early reviews suggest that performance issues haven't been fully resolved. Connectivity features like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are available, but some users report inconsistent performance, with occasional disconnections or delays in recognizing connected devices. The system has also been known to prioritize Apple devices over Android when both are connected, which can be frustrating for households with different phone preferences. It's worth noting that not all owners experience these issues, and Subaru has been working to improve the system through updates. For tech-savvy buyers who primarily use smartphone integration rather than the native interface, these concerns may be less impactful. Number 3. Basic interior design. While the interior is certainly practical with excellent visibility and straightforward controls, it lacks the modern design flair found in many competitors. The materials, while durable, can feel utilitarian rather than premium. Hard plastics are more prevalent than in some rival vehicles, particularly in lower trim levels and in less visible areas of the cabin. The piano black finish around the gear selector, while attractive when new, quickly shows fingerprints and dust, requiring frequent cleaning to maintain its appearance. The ergonomics also presents some quirks. The center console has a design that limits leg legroom for taller drivers, and storage for modern smartphones is inadequate in size. Some owners report that the heated seats feel weak even on the highest setting. For practical features, there are also some oversights. The rear seats don't fold completely flat when lowered, which can make loading larger items more challenging than it needs to be. The middle rear seat uses a roof-mounted seatbelt that must be detached when folding the seats, an extra step that can be inconvenient. The analog gauges sandwiching a small digital display in the instrument cluster give the interior a somewhat dated appearance compared to the fully digital setups found in many modern alternatives. Even with the updated infotainment system, the overall dashboard design doesn't feel as contemporary as what you'll find in recently redesigned competitors. On the positive side, the Forester offers excellent headroom and overall passenger space with large windows that create an airy, open feeling. The upright seating position provides a commanding view of the road that many drivers appreciate. The redesigned model also brings improvements with more soft touch materials and a more modern design approach, showing that Subaru is listening to customer feedback and working to address these concerns in newer iterations. Number 2. CVT Transmission Concerns. Like most Subaru models, the Forester employs a continuously variable transmission rather than a conventional automatic. While CVTs offer efficiency benefits, Subaru's lineartronic CVT has been a source of concern for some owners. Common complaints include a delay in power delivery, a rubber band feeling during acceleration, and a noticeable drone under heavy throttle. More concerning are reports of reliability issues. Some owners have experienced shuddering, jerking, or whining noises, particularly in earlier model years. These symptoms can indicate potential problems with the transmission that might lead to expensive repairs down the road. Historically, Subaru has acknowledged CVT issues by extending warranties on certain model years. While newer models have improved reliability, the perception of risk remains for some buyers. The lack of a traditional automatic option means there's no alternative for those who prefer conventional transmission behavior. Maintenance recommendations also present a dilemma. Subaru officially recommends CVT fluid changes at 100,000 miles, but many mechanics suggest a more frequent 30,000 to 40,000 mile interval to prevent premature wear, adding to long-term ownership costs. The good news is that when functioning properly, the CVT does contribute to the Forester's respectable fuel economy, and recent model years have shown improved refinement and durability. Number 1. Build quality issues. While Subaru has built a reputation for rugged reliability, the Forester does exhibit some build quality concerns that might give buyers pause. A notable design flaw is a gap between the bottom of the front doors and the car frame that allows mud and debris to enter during wet or off-road driving conditions. For a vehicle marketed toward outdoor enthusiasts, this seems like a surprising oversight. Some owners report structural noises when driving over uneven surfaces, with creaks and rattles developing relatively early in the ownership experience. The engine bay is particularly susceptible to dirt and road spray, requiring more frequent cleaning to maintain components. Visibility issues also crop up, with rear visibility compromised by headrests and relatively small side mirrors that don't adequately cover blind spots. Headlight performance has been criticized as insufficient, particularly on models without the optional LED upgrades. Other quality-of-life annoyances include rear doors that require extra force to close properly, a squeaky rear hatch on some vehicles, and grinding noises from rocks caught in wheel wells when driving on gravel roads, ironically at odds with the Forester's adventure-ready image. For those who frequently venture off-road, some owners have discovered that the Forester's wheel wells can trap rocks and debris, causing alarming grinding sounds until cleared. Privacy-conscious consumers should also note that the vehicle's position tracking cannot be disabled without aftermarket modifications, which may be a concern for those who prefer to limit data collection about their driving habits and locations. Despite these concerns, it's important to acknowledge that many Foresters deliver years of trouble-free service, with the Boxer engine and all-wheel drive system proving particularly durable. Subaru's commitment to safety remains excellent, with the Forester consistently earning top marks in crash tests. The redesigned model also addresses some of these issues with improved build quality and attention to detail, suggesting that Subaru is working to refine its popular compact SUV. After all, even the premium badged crossovers come with drawbacks. Check out this video about the reasons why it's best not to buy the Lexus RX you can now see on the screen. Often considered the most reliable SUV around, the RX also comes with a couple of design flaws that may make you reconsider your purchase. Thanks for watching and see you next time.